be handcuffed and suspended in a block of ice.
That feels like a lot of work for a school talent competition. Yes. It's great you're taking part. Yes. Stupid machine.
Or I could do that magic trick I did with Gran. Her face when she thought I'd smashed her watch with that hammer.
Well, you had.
Yeah. Still don't know what went wrong there.
Yes.
I think it was the wrong kind of hammer.
No, I said yes.
Still, Gran likes her new watch.
I'm not wearing
Karen, if both socks have got a hole in them, then they match. Just put them on.
I didn't say no.
Yeah, just now you said no, I said yes.
No. Yes. Yes.
I could always sing.
And I think to myself,
Go back.
what a wonderful
Go
world.
back.
The only disadvantage to singing is that you can't.
I've got tons of other ideas.
Impractical, illegal, suicidal. Ben, you don't even know what the wall of death is. Go back.
Ooh, I know what I could do. I could do lion taming with Rottweilers, or juggling lobsters and crabs, or I could wrestle a bear.
I just don't
No one would actually get hurt because it'd be trained.
Where are you going to get a trained bear from?
Well, you can obviously find them on the internet.
Unbelievable.
What about those kind of stunts? I could like hold my breath underwater, or
You could not hold it underwater and drown.
if I tried sword swallowing or chainsaw swallowing, but then they wouldn't let me do it, and I could do it with like a mop, because I think the people who clean afterwards have some of them.
So you're gonna put a day's worth of bacteria into your stomach?
No, the wooden bit.
That's even worse. All the cleaners' hands have been on it for...
But they're cleaners, they obviously have clean hands.
No.
I could have like a choir of parrots.
A choir of parrots.
Do 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 do. Bring on the wall. Do 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 do.
Ben, teeth.
You shouldn't discourage him like that. It's not good for his confidence.
Will it be good for his confidence when the whole school laughs at him?
Oh, who's that?
A man in a suit.
See what he wants, and if he's a cold caller, just do your stuff.
Okay.
Go back. Oh, no, I do not want to start again. I want to kill myself. Certainly. To kill myself.
Hello.
They're busy.
Can I speak to your mum or dad?
You just asked the question I answered. Mum and Dad don't speak to cold callers.
I'm not a cold caller.
Do we know you?
Well, no, but...
Did we know you were going to call?
No. However...
I think that makes you a cold caller.
I think this competition will be good for Ben. I'm a bit worried about him settling in at school.
Well, that's good.
Eh?
Well, that'll stop you worrying about Jake being up to something.
Oh, God, Jake, yeah. Yeah, he keeps putting up all these defences.
Well, maybe if you stop trying to break into his Facebook page.
You should give
I'm
up.
not a cold caller, and this is very important.
The lady from BT said that.
Your mum and dad are not going to be very pleased when they realise you wouldn't let me talk
She
to them.
said that too. Look, try the blue house over there. If you get there before her helper arrives, she'll buy anything.
But he seems to have this sixth sense. Whichever teenage girl I pretend to be, he spots it. And I'm using all the current slang and everything. Yeah, you're right, I need to chillax.
Chillax.
He's pretty low maintenance for a 15-year-old boy, and he's got nice friends. And...
Jake's got loads of friends. Big kids keep on coming up to me and saying, "Oh, so you're Jailbait's brother? His band's really cool and stuff like that. Can I have a mini eclair?"
Jailbait?
Yeah, that's his nickname. Can I have a mini eclair?
Jailbait?
Yeah, you've asked that twice. Can I have a mini eclair?
No. Why is that his nickname?
Well, I don't know. I mean, why am I called Casualty or Ouch or the Distractinator? Actually, I'm not called the Distractinator, but I'd like to be. Can I have a mini eclair?
No, get ready for school.
Is eating caterpillars a talent?
Only if you're a bird.
Well, Karen, I can see you're a very clever little girl who isn't going to let me talk to your mum and dad, but perhaps you could just let me have a little chat with Angela Bollinger.
Who's that?
Your mum's sister, Angela. Auntie Angela. She's staying with you, isn't she?
No. She comes about once a year, and then they smile at each other for a bit, and then they shout at each other for a bit. And once, Mum kicked her up the bottom. But now she's married this man with a silly name that I
Look,
forget.
this is very important.
I'm bored now.
Okay, look, just take my card, tell your mum or dad it's vital they ring me.
Foot.
Look, I think it may be best if we don't actually ask Jake about this.
No, you're right.
Because it's not like he's going to tell you.
No, you're right. Oh, God. Kids these days just grow up so quickly. That's the...
Someone moved my science homework.
Why are you called Jailbait?
What?
Why is that your nickname?
Mum, Dad.
Not now, Karen.
It's just a name, that's all. And it's none of your business.
But Dad.
Just get ready for school now.
And I...
Dad, are cabbages flammable?
Why?
Just an idea for the talent contest. Bye.
Why are you called
I need to go
Jailbait?
to school.
I knew he wouldn't answer. I just wanted to learn from the way he didn't answer.
What did you learn?
If you're not going to work, could you attack that ironing, please? Karen! School!
If I filled the freezer with water, how big an ice cube could I make?
Will you just forget the David Blaine thing? You need something practical for the talent show.
Well, I did check out some things on the internet.
Yeah, I saw fire eating.
I'm not doing that. Some kids in my class have some weird phobia of fire.
Yes. Well, we know why that is, don't we?
It turned out okay. Mr. Hunslet said he got bored of having eyebrows. I like Mr. Hunslet. Maybe I could be a comedian and I could, like, tell jokes.
No, Ben, that... I think that's quite a good idea. Where's Karen when you need her?
Because everyone laughed a lot when I farted at Uncle Bob's funeral.
Yeah, well, that was funny. But it was the echo as much as anything.
And I've got this joke book.
Uh-huh, a joke book. That sounds great.
Hi, Pete.
Angela. Hello.
Hi. I brought Misty with me.
And some baggage. Luggage.
Aren't you going to ask us in?
Yes, of course. Is Brooke with you?
Not this time. So you won't get to shove each other in the chest in a car park. Hi, Ben.
Uh-oh.
Ben.
Does Mum know you're coming?
Ben, say hello.
Hello, Auntie Angela.
Does Sue know you're coming? Or is this just a lovely surprise?
To be honest, Pete, we're in a bit of a situation. Our hotel room was double booked and every single place we tried was full, and this is Misty's first ever night in Europe. So we wondered if maybe we could stay with you just for one night.
Just one night. I'm sure that'll be nice.
A skeleton walks into a pub and says, I'll have a pint of lager and a mop.
He's going to be a comedian in the school talent show.
It's funny because he's a skeleton. So when he drinks the lager, it'll go right through him, and then he needs the mop to clean it up. Do you get it?
Yeah, I get it. We had a
There's the skeleton, and he goes into a pub and says, I'll have a pint of lager and a mop. Look, do you get it or not? Because you're still not laughing.
Ben.
Okay, well, the skeleton, he doesn't have
Ben.
a stomach or a bladder or anything like
Ben.
that. When he knows this,
I expect you've got some homework.
no.
Uh-oh.
So, Misty, would you like a drink? I've got Coke.
No, thank you. I suffer from personal gas.
Right, well, I've got tea, coffee, all the drinks you pour water onto that don't give you gas.
No, thank you.
So, Pete, you're a house husband now.
No, I'm supply teaching. I just happen
It's
to be...
okay. Don't feel emasculated. I think it's marvellous.
I don't feel
So, Auntie, how's things?
Terrific, thanks, Jake. I've become a writer.
A writer?
I've written this book they want to publish. I'm meeting an editor here in London, and Misty wanted to see Europe, and so...
Oh, Jesus.
Hi, Karen. This is Misty. Is Mum with you?
No, I ran ahead. Does she know you're here?
Karen?
It's a surprise.
But it's not going to be a nice surprise, though, because you just fight.
Don't be silly, we won't fight.
I'm going to my bedroom. Call me when it's all over.
So this book, is it a novel?
No, Pete. It's a self-help book. It gives advice on surviving families.
So it's you giving advice about families to other people?
I finally understood that my pain was a gift.
Hello?
That's Sue. Sue.
Jake is going out with a 19-year-old.
Angela's here.
What? You let her in?
19.
Well, she can't stay.
I told you she can stay tonight. How did you know he was going out with a 19?
I finally managed to con my way onto his Facebook page. What the bloody hell is Angela doing here?
She's written a book. 19. So this girl's
What? A book?
4 years older.
What kind of book?
Hey, did you hear about the cowboy who wore the paper hat, paper shirt and paper trousers?
Ben.
He was found guilty of rustling.
Not now, Ben.
What is rustling?
Ben, go. He's going to be a comedian. 19.
Angela.
No violence now, Mum.
19.
Can you stop saying that?
Hi, Sue. Aren't you going to come in and say hello to your sister?
So let me get this straight. You're giving advice on families to other people?
Yes, I am.
She finally understood her pain was a gift.
Karen! Door!
I found this really good joke on Twitter. It's a Frankie Boyle joke.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Well, I've already told it to Misty.
Did she laugh?
She made some noises. I wouldn't really call it laughing as such.
Ben! It's for you! So does this book draw on our family?
A tiny bit. But enough about me and my writing. I hear you've got some secretarial work.
I never said secretary.
I run an office at a multimedia interconnect company.
And what's that?
They provide connectivity solutions for different types of media.
But what exactly?
Look, I run the office. I don't know, okay?
And how's everything with Jake? Has he got a girlfriend yet?
Well,
Yeah, there are rumours.
But you haven't had the big day when you meet her for the first time.
No, but that big day will be coming soon.
will it?
Yes. Yes, it will.
What the...
That was Ibrahim at the door. He's given me to Ben. I was in his attic, and they didn't want me. And his grandmother said I was the work of the devil.
He's horrible.
Ben...
So I'm going to do my act, and then you've got to heckle me so I can practice my heckling put-downs.
We are quite tired.
Okay, just do your best. Knock, knock. Who's there? Dwayne. Dwayne who? Dwayne the bathtub. I'm drowning. You haven't heckled me yet.
You're rubbish.
Okay. Sorry. The heckling stuff is at the back.
Are you wearing those clothes for a bet?
I find him very disturbing.
Oh, it's all right, sweetie. He's only a dummy made of wood.
No, the boy.
Who did your makeup? A clown?
Oh, that's charming.
No, I just don't think we should rush up to him and say, so, you've got a 19-year-old girlfriend.
Every time you say 19-year-old girlfriend, you've got a bit of a grin on your face.
No, I haven't.
It's illegal.
Well, I mean, technically.
Not technically.
Only if they're actually, you know...
Do you think he's got a 19-year-old girlfriend and they're reading poetry to... You're doing the grin again.
No, I'm not.
I will now recite the alphabet while drinking this glass of water.
I think we've had enough.
A, B, C, D, E,
Ben?
F, G, H,
Ben? I think you're supposed to drink the water.
J.
What?
I think you're supposed to drink the water.
But I'm not thirsty. He is.
You are.
My face at rest just happens to look like a bit of a grin, that's all.
You admire him, don't you?
No.
Because he's doing something that you could only dream of as a teenager.
Okay, well, let's not forget that you had a boyfriend, a steady boyfriend, at 14, which is the equivalent of about 8 now.
He was 14, the same age
I've
as
seen the
me.
photograph, he looks about...
Well, look, how would you feel if Karen was 15 and had a 19-year-old boyfriend?
Well...
You're not grinning now.
Well, because that would be different.
Why?
Well, because
Because she's a girl?
No, I haven't said that.
Well, you haven't said anything yet. Why is that different?
Because
Yes?
we'll have a word with Jake.
I wouldn't say my mother-in-law is fat,
Oh, Ben, please, no jokes about people with weight issues.
but every time she goes swimming, she gets harpooned.
You see, the problem is that people who have had weight issues...
But it's not me
but
saying
people
this.
find jokes like that offensive.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is quite offensive, but I'm not the one saying it, he is.
Don't join their side, you traitor!
You're being mean about fat people.
Rot in hell, you backstabbing traitor!
Jake?
What?
Jake!
I'm in the middle of a maths problem.
Well, how's this for a maths problem? 19 plus 15 equals a crime.
What are you talking about?
You and this 19-year-old girl, it's a crime.
A crime?
Yes. She could be put on the sex offenders register.
Whoa. Cool it a bit, Mum. Anyway, it's not her fault.
Well, I think you'll find it is her fault.
No, it's not. Because she thinks I'm 17.
Why?
That's what I told her.
Well, she should have checked.
What?
But she should have asked to see some formal means of identification.
She did.
What?
She's seen my ID.
You mean you've got fake ID to say you're 17 years old?
Well, no, it says I'm 18. It's not really much point in having a fake ID that says you're 1 year too young to do anything.
Right.
Oh, come on, Mum, everyone's got fake ID. Dave's got one to say he's got diplomatic immunity.
Jake, you're not Pete, why aren't you saying anything?
Because you're not leaving any gaps. But Jake, your mum is right. This girl, what's her name?
Victoria.
Where does she live?
In Ealing.
Do you have any photographs of her?
Well, that's not important, is it?
No.
No, I'm not going in the box. I'm not going in the box. Yes, you are. You're going in the box. No, no, I'm not going in the box. Don't ignore me. I've got another joke. We don't want to hear it. But this one's good, and it's not about fat people.
Is this abnormal behavior?
I have human rights.
Not really. Not for him.
I think he's quieted down.
Anyway, Mum's 4 years younger than you.
Come on.
No, it's...
What is wrong with consorting with girls your own age?
Well, then I would be doing something illegal.
Would you? Would he?
I'm not sure.
You Googled it.
I googled sex under 16, which was a mistake. Look, Jake, for a start, you've got to tell this Victoria your real age.
Why? What are you going to do? Go to the police?
Yes. Maybe.
It's just stupid. That's the most
Stupid.
horrendous...
It's me.
What are the police going to do?
Looking out for
Calm
you.
down before someone says something really unfortunate.
She always goes mental when Angela's around.
Like that.
I promise, honey, everything's going to be just fine. Hi, sweetie. My, how you've...
Look, I don't want you to sleep in my room, but seeing as you are, here's a list of rules.
I'm not very likely to wee in the bed.
Auntie Maddie did.
Really?
Yes, she had too much red wine. She's a borderline alcoholic.
Is she?
She also broke rules 6 and 8. Sign in the box, please.
I don't see a box. Of course. Just below rule 27.
But you haven't read them yet. Don't sign something that you haven't read. That's how that woman got on the wrong side of Rumpelstiltskin. She doesn't have to sign because she looks too sad.
Sue?
I couldn't sleep. It's that band of Jake's that's the problem. You know what girls are like around bands.
What's that?
Oh, it's Angela's book. Stumbled across it. In her luggage.
Right.
Well, I stumbled across the disc in her luggage, which I put back after I printed it out.
Right.
Here, listen to this. Some self-help books are band-aids, some are bandages. This book is a portal.
Portal.
A portal to take you back to when the hurt happened, to let you relive it in a healing way, which will positivize your future. Let me talk you through my past.
Talked you through my arse, was that?
In my family, my sister was a manipulator.
maybe stop there.
She hooked my mom like a drug pusher, gave her love until she got used to it, then she took it away and forced my mom to buy it hit by hit.
All stop there.
Mom? Mom?
See-
We didn't have a mom. We had
Okay,
a bloody mum.
Let's not have a big fight with her about this. Let's...
She finally found the man she'd been looking for. A weak but angry man who avoided all confrontation, who she could hook like she hooked Mom.
Weak and angry? And I avoid confrontation, do I? Well, I'll tell you what. Tomorrow morning at bloody breakfast...
Are you two fighting?
No. No, sweetheart. Come on. Why are you awake at this time of night?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Really? We're not fighting. We want to fight Auntie Angela. A bit.
Why do families fight so much?
Well, they fight mostly because they love each other.
Did Henry VIII love Anne Boleyn?
Well, yes. In a sense, he loved her too much because he ended up...
Chopping her head off
Yeah.
in front of hundreds of people. What about Richard III when
What about
he
Richard III?
looked at those princes so they starved and died?
Come on.
Come on.
They actually just love each other.
Ooh.
Bless you.
So why do families fight?
Listen. Families are like democracy. Really rubbish, but better than the alternatives. Do you want to carry upstairs for old time's sake?
Okay.
Don't worry about fighting.
Oh, I don't. I like watching it. So the big fight's gonna be at breakfast.
Yep.
So, yeah, Dad, this is how I'm gonna do it, okay? Hello, school! He's Junior. And he's Jen.
I could see your lips moving, you know.
So?
You're not meant to see your lips moving.
So close your eyes.
And also, he called you in.
Maybe he has a speech impediment. He's a dummy. It's his own life.
But I'm just trying to...
Keep quiet, Blondie. Don't talk about my sister that way.
Well, you're both
And
dummies.
why are you even watching this?
Well,
Hiya.
Karen. Go get dressed. Go on.
So the book. Much about me in it?
Not much, no. The odd mention now and then.
What sort of mention? Nice mention?
It's mostly affectionate.
It's just... Ben, can you and Junior please go and get ready for school?
That was your fault. No, it wasn't. It was your fault. How was it?
Have you got any skimmed milk? I find the...
You call me a drug pusher.
You've read it.
You say I'm controlling, you say I'm small-minded.
You got it out of my...
And you said that the bike Mum bought me was better than yours, and it wasn't. Yours was way better.
That is a totally unacceptable invasion of privacy.
We can get an injunction to stop you publishing.
No, you can't.
Yes, we can. We've looked into it.
Between last night and breakfast.
Well, lawyers get to work very early in the morning.
You're just jealous of my success.
Oh, I should take that book and I should shove it up your portal.
Why are you so angry?
Me angry?
That book is the angriest thing I've ever read.
That's big coming from you. You're the angriest of anyone.
Don't be ridiculous.
You're the angry one.
Okay, everyone's angry. Where's my backpack? They're all very angry, apparently.
Misty, we're leaving straight after breakfast. I'm going to need the number for a cab.
0207 946 0505.
You know, it's good sometimes that I come back to suburbia. It reminds me exactly why God. I know you hate me, but... Are you working with Brick?
Brick.
Snyder and Morpego. This card is from his attorneys.
I have no idea what that is.
Is Brick paying you?
well, that's the card from the man.
What man?
The man that called yesterday and said he was on a cold caller, and he asked if Angela was here.
What did he say?
Well, I said no, obviously, because you weren't here yesterday.
Well, why didn't you tell us
I
this?
tried to, but you were too busy arguing with Jake about his nickname. Have you seen my trainers? Oh, I know where they are.
Oh, don't worry, sweetie. Why didn't you go and pack your things? Me and Brick split up badly. He was psychologically abusive, especially to Misty. So I left him and I took her with me. But Brick being Brick...
I liked Brick.
Ben.
I liked him because he was called Brick.
Ben, can you just...
I liked Brick too. You didn't know Brick. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. No, you didn't.
So you've done a runner with Brick's daughter?
I had to, Pete. He's evil. He had his first wife committed. And anyway, now he's traced us to London and I've got nowhere to go. Unless, of course, I could stay here for a couple of hours, just until I sort out a hotel.
Okay, but I want you out by lunchtime.
Out by lunchtime? Absolutely.
All this stuff about Brick. You didn't put it in the book.
The publisher said to save it for the sequel.
Angela? Alone at last. God, she's a difficult woman to get rid of. I was thinking of calling Rent-A-Kill. Have you phoned Victoria like we agreed? Come on, Jake, have you or haven't you?
Hi, Pete.
What the hell are you still doing here?
I'm sorry. All the hotels were booked out.
No, they weren't.
I told you he wouldn't believe you, Auntie.
I did the talent show.
Bricks cut off my carts.
Everyone laughed a lot,
Great.
but in the wrong places.
I'm sorry, I've no money. We can't go anywhere.
I tried telling them. I shouted, "Stop laughing!" But it just made them laugh even more. And it was all Junior's fault. I've just had enough. I'm going solo. Where are all the Jaffa cakes?
I think Misty had those.
Oh, hi, Ben. How'd you get on with the talent contest? Jesus, you're still here.
Yes.
She hasn't got enough money for a hotel room.
I haven't got money for anything. I'm stuck here.
When you say here, what exactly do you mean by...
Text from Misty. Oh, she's having one of her bathroom traumas. She has a fear of flush toilets.
We need to talk about this. You can't... Hey, come back here and... I'm coming! Jesus. This is turning into a effing nightmare.
So what you gonna do?
Never mind what we're gonna do. Have you done what you're supposed to do?
Sorry?
With this girl, have you told her?
I'm not allowed to use my mobile at school.
Well, ring her now.
She's working.
Working? You said she was a student.
Well, yeah, but she's got a part-time job
Doing what?
in entertainment.
Doing what?
She's a dancer.
Well, does she dance with the dance troupe?
Oh, she dances on her own.
She dances on... Oh, my God.
Is there a pole involved?
Sometimes.
You're going out with a 19-year-old lap dancer?
No, she's not a lap dancer. Lap dancers are cheap. She's a pole dancer, and pole dancing is artistic.
Oh, is that what she's told you?
No, it is artistic. I've seen her.
You've seen her? You've seen... He's seen her!
It's okay, I wasn't in the club. I was only backstage.
With all the other naked strippers?
You just have to be judgmental, don't you?
Naked strippers? Oi! Keep this out of it! Mum, Dad!
Not now, Karen. Who's that?
It's that man! He's back! The guy that's looking for Auntie Angela.